The DK Shivakumar versus Siddaramaiah battle continues to simmer as it has been over the past few weeks as reports surface now of DK Shivakumar's demand for a cabinet reshuffle and supporters of Siddaramaiah indicating that he will complete his second term in office. The demand for a cabinet reshuffle by Shivakumar, which was reportedly made to the Congress High Command by the Deputy Chief Minister and the State Congress President, is being seen in some political circles as a possible counter to the demand for a change in State Congress President's post that was raised by those close to Siddaramaiah like Satish Jarkioli. Shivakumar is believed to have asked the High Command to act against quote-unquote non-performing ministers. Meanwhile, an exhaustive report on the Muda case involving Siddaramaiah by the Mysuru Lokayukta has been sent to the Lokayukta's office in Bengaluru. A final report that could be politically crucial may take a few more weeks, according to sources. Well, joining me this evening, Professor Chandan Gowda, who follows Karnataka politics very closely, as well as pro-Congress political analyst Syed Asad Abbas. Before I get to Chandan, Syed Asad Abbas, despite taking a pro-Congress line, isn't this a worrying, simmering skirmish between the two top leaders of the Congress in Karnataka? It's been playing out for a while. It seems to be erupting repeatedly. Is there a fear that this is going to blow out in the open soon?
मीरा साहब, मोदी जी ने बहुत खूब बात कही थी, सब चंगासी. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you, the Karnataka government has been very successful. Over the last 1.5 years in power, we have seen the same government which has implemented all its schemes. Annabhagya, Yuva Shakti, Gruha Lakshmi, Gruha Jyoti, so on and so forth. This could not have happened if there was any animosity or any challengeful power play between DK Shivakumar ji or Siddaramaiah. Let us understand, most of which has been fueled by the Bharatiya Janata Party in itself. The fact is, as an opposition, they are not able to do their duty, so they are able to flicker this amongst the media. The fact of the matter is, the Bharatiya Janata Party needs to keep its folk in order. Don't we hear the lunch meetings or dinner meetings of R. Ashok and CN Ashwath Narayan? By what I mean, they are at loggerheads. Mr. Vijayendra, Mr. Yatnal at loggerheads. And how can we forget Yediyurappa versus Ishwarappa? The fact of the matter, most of which belongs to the BJP and their rumor mills time and again. For now, what I see, Sab Changasi. Not
Syed,
one statement.
Syed, the question that I'd asked was very specific
see.
to the Congress. Fine, let me get to Chandan Gowda. Hang on, Syed. Let me get to Chandan Gowda. It's great at deflecting the issue that's at hand. The reason why we don't have a BJP spokesperson is because we wanted to keep this specific on Congress, and I was hoping for insights into the Congress. Chandan, on the one hand is this power tussle. On the other is the socio-economic survey report, which we've been waiting for, and we perhaps are going to wait for much longer. Do you see the coming out of the report somewhere tied to this power struggle? How do you see this playing out?
Veera, I think they're two separate issues. There's definitely, starting with the second thing about the socio-economic survey or the caste census that it's called in the media often. So there are, internal objections to it from within the party about the method, not just the methods used, about how people have responded to the question on which caste they belong to. So there's some sense that those castes that belong to a caste A may have wanted to come out of it to be able to access reservations or to move in a different category under the reserved list, etc. So these are legitimate concerns. So until there is a clear sense that the government will look into these things and have a proper debate on them before accepting the whole thing, I think it's going to be difficult to just push it the way it is. So we need to see some show of concern about the concerns raised by various parties. One, the thing about the power tussle, Veera, the power tussle has been present since the day the Congress government was formed. If you remember, there was a demand that there be 3 deputy CMs, and DK Shivakumar became the only deputy CM. Right? It's not as if the other 2 claimants have just been quiet since then. There has always been a sense of building your own little faction inside as a means of bargaining for more power for yourself and your friends in the cabinet elsewhere. So this has been going on, hidden now, open another time, etc. So I just see what we saw as an intensified struggle the last few weeks as something that's been building up. And whether it's because of the power sharing arrangement that we believe has happened, although there's no official word on that yet from the Congress, remains to be seen. 6 months away, and one interview, Siddaramaiah is supposed to have said, "I'll go whatever, I'll go whichever way the High Command asks me to go." That is the first time, as you know, he conceded that there could be a change of CM-ship, because until then he kept denying that there was any such idea.
Right.
But the thing to note, Veera, is
Right.
the Surjewala's diktat that no one talks about the power transfer. Doesn't seem to be working at all.
I will answer that.
And it's also about, Veera, it's also about going to the elections next time around. You know, who will better lead the party to victory, etc. These considerations. So yeah, there are lots of
I will answer that.
Veera, very quickly, I don't think any of these things we see being said today should be taken at face value. There are definitely bargaining chips being used. My power or your power, etc. We'll see how it settles down.
Right, important points that you make there. Multiple equations at play. I'm completely running out of time, but just 10 seconds to you, Syed Asad Abbas.
Yeah.
The Muda case and what happens in that would be crucial, yes or no?
Muda case will absolutely reflect nothing on the part of Siddaramaiah. He's been one of the finest leader, tallest leader here in Karnataka.
Okay.
So Muda is a no question, no go. He's the chief minister. Coming straight to the point here, let me make a prophecy on your show, sir. Come January 26, 2026, Siddaramaiah ji will break the record of Devaraj Aras, and he will be the longest serving chief minister in the history of Karnataka.
All right. All right, you've made a prophecy. We'll record that and we'll play that back to you in January 2026. Let's see what happens there. Thanks very much, Chandan Gowda and Syed Asad Abbas, for joining us this evening. That's all we have time for on the Southern View. News and updates continue right here on NDTV.